Hi, my name is Reverend Georgia Morrison. I'm with one of our Springboard students today who wanted to share her testimony for the first time.
Hi, I'm Madi and I'm 16.
So Maddie, what did your childhood look like?
My childhood was really good. I grew up in a home where my parents loved me and they supported me in everything that I did. I was involved in a lot of sports and I was a good student. If I wanted to try different sports, my parents always supported me in anything that I wanted to do.
So what ended up bringing you to Springboard then?
A lot. I was a sophomore in high school and I had a group of friends that were seniors and I started smoking marijuana and going to parties and I got introduced to pills and that's what kind of like started going downhill from there. And then I started getting like into like other drugs too. And then when I was in August of last year, I had overdosed and I just kept like going on from there. And then it got to a point where my mom was like, okay, like we're done, and she called Springboard.
Okay. So what kept you at Springboard and what made you want to finish the program?
When I found out that my mom was like sending me here, I was so like adamant on like not coming. I was like, okay, I'm not going, and I was like trying to convince her. I was telling all my friends like I'm not going, and every time that I would see Miss Bree's name pop up on my mom's phone, I was like, why is she texting you? Like I would get so mad. And then even on my intake day, I was like, as she was walking out the door, I was still convinced I wasn't gonna stay. And then something just told me like, you need to be here. Like God chose you to be here. I had to tell myself that every day. Like God chose you to be here. Like you need to stay here. And I remember one night at youth group, one of the leaders was like, okay, I need you guys to pray, and or they taught us like this something, and it was for you guys to thank God every night, and thank Him even for the little things, and then ask Him at the end of the prayer for one thing and one thing only, and do that for a week. And my one thing to ask Him was for to be content on being here. And I did that for a week and my whole perspective changed on everything. And I was being like more content on everything, like about being here.
So what are some of the big things you've learned while you've been here?
That I do have a purpose, and I used to think like that we are born, we go to school, and then we work till we die. And so like what's the point to life? Like there's no point to life. So why not just do whatever you want and have fun? But there is a point to life. Like God, like you live for God, and so I want my testimony to reach the people out there that like relate to me, and I want them to know that you're not too far deep. Like God can pull you out of anything. Like He's there for you and He's by your side. And you do have a purpose. You are worth it. You are enough. Like you are here for a reason, and like there is a point to life, and it's to live for God. And I want to bring as many people as I can to Christ.
So what does your future look like when you go back home?
I don't want to be involved with drugs anymore. I want to get out of that whole situation. Like it's just a whole bad environment. I have family that's in drugs, and I see how it affects my like parents and my siblings, and like even me. I was a completely different person. Like I knew. I even wrote in a letter to my parents. I was like, that wasn't me. And my mom told me, she was like, I know that wasn't you. Like, it was the devil, you know? Like, drugs are literally the devil. And it's just a whole bad environment. And I don't want to be involved with that anymore. And, like, maybe even go, like, into a youth group. And for college, like, I never knew what college I wanted to go to. But one of the staff here went to Edge. And I don't know, she was talking about it a lot, and I think that'd be really cool to go to.
That's awesome. So is there anything else you want to say or any other stories about your time here?
Yeah, I remember we went to a fashion show, and one of the nurses that I was there at the time that I was overdosing, and I had gone up to her and I was really nervous because I didn't think that she was going to remember me. And I went up to her and I was like, I don't think that you like would remember me. And she's like, of course that I would remember you. Like, and she was there when I was overdosing, and she had hugged me and prayed for me, and she was like, can I go tell the staff at like the high school, because they were really worried about you that day. And like, it was just a God thing. Like, I knew God was right by my side the whole time because he put her there in my life for a reason.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your testimony, Madi. I know it will just inspire so many others, and it's amazing what God's done in your life, and just keep it up.